I read somewhere also that there are mass graves that they discovered somewhere behind some church or some...
In Canada, Master.
Did happen, right?
Yes, Master.
Oh my God. So that means it could be also abusing and killing to keep quiet.
Yes.
Sometimes children just disappear. Nobody can even find them. It could be because of that. So all this in front of the law. And the goddess of justice is blindfolded. And the scale of justice is tipping on one side only. For the weak, the meek, the powerless, and the helpless, innocent children, there is no law for them. But for the powerful church, the law is for them. That's what I see. And that's not acceptable. Not ever. Never. Oh, I hate all this. I sometimes lost sleep over this, thinking how frightened the children must have been, or must be, or will be, in this kind of case. You know, in the corner, in the dark somewhere, they did anything they want with them, and there's no one there to defend them, to protect them, to do anything for them at all. Imagine if it's you.
Yes.
Imagine if it's you. I can talk about this forever. But I think I talk enough. Anything you want to add?
Master, what
Yes.
can people do? Because it's been happening for so long, and every now and then there's an apology, but they don't do anything. And I want to know if there's anything that the people can do to stop this.
Yeah, they have to. They have to file complaints to the law. They have to stand up for their own children, or the children themselves must say it. But it's risky for them. The children are afraid. Yes, because the children know these people are very powerful. They could kill them. They must have threatened them to be quiet. Or they kill them like in Canada that you just told me, to keep quiet. If some children scream or maybe threaten to go and tell the parents, maybe they just silence them. Kill them.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Wow.
So many cases never come to light. I'm sure there are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands more in many remote corners of the world. Many corners of the world, there are churches everywhere, and there are priests everywhere.
Well, so it seems that this problem exists within politics as well as in the most powerful involved with Hollywood, and it seems very difficult to make progress when even politicians who create the laws and the most powerful people in the world are involved in this kind of thing as well.
Yes, I'm sure. There are some news about that also. Maybe that's why they killed the man who was in prison, Mr. Epstein. They suspect that he was murdered to keep quiet because he knew too much. He knew too many big guys involved who wanted the girls. And he knew too many people that he recruited the girl for. Underage girls and all that. My God. What an ugly, filthy world we live in. My God, at the top it's like that. It's not all that good. So the people don't know where to turn. Priests are very important for the people because they look up to them. Yes. Especially the children, they were taught to revere, to serve, to obey this kind of holy image. And that's how they betray them. They use their power, their privilege, their position to betray little kids. They are really kids. Yes. Because the priests are important. I tell you why. I have known at least 2 or 3 people in our group, association members, initiates, 3 of them. One of them, she's still a nun, Korean nun. And I asked her why she became a nun. She says because the monk that was her teacher was very good. So she wanted to follow the example.
Yes.
But later on she left. I said, then why didn't you continue to stay there and be in the temple with your teacher? She said, no, they don't keep the precepts. Even the 5 precepts are not clear. So she left and followed me instead. Okay, fine. But at least she still continued to be a nun. I'm glad that did not disappoint her too much to leave the Buddhas.
Yes.
She left the temple, left the priest, but she did not leave the Buddha. And that's important. Yeah. Now, I don't know what did that monk do to disappoint her, but I did not ask further because I didn't think much about it. Maybe he didn't eat pure vegan or I don't know, whatever. Now, there's another one in Thailand. He was studying in a Christian school and almost became a priest because he thought being a priest is good. But later he saw that it's not too good because he looks almost like a girl, very tender, very gentle, and he can dance and all that. And they're all very kind of were Googling on him all the time. And he became a doctor instead. And in Hungary, one of your brothers told me that he was studying to be a priest, but later he left. I said, why did you want to be a priest? He said, oh, because a priest he knows is very good. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
One example is very good for other people, especially the children. They are vulnerable, impressionable, easy to teach them, good or bad. Okay, all right. Something is moving, at least very slow, but something is moving. I like the German priest. At least he's honest.
Yes, Master.
And he realized it now. He realized that by trying to protect the reputation of the church, he is partaking in this collective guilt. And he realized it's no good. He realized that the church is at the dead end. And that is a strong word to say, but it is appropriate. Yes. It's truly, there's nothing to make up for all this over decades, harmful to so many children, and get away with it even. For the sake of what? I'm asking you. It's not for God's sake, is it?
No.
It's not for the people's sake, is it?
No, Master.
It's not for the teaching of Jesus, is it?
No.
How can a vessel unclean, filthy, be served as a cup to drink or a bowl to eat with?
Yes, Master.
Now, there's another news. That was one. And the other news is about Mr. Cuomo, governor of New York. Cuomo, remember?
Yes, Master.
He was accused of sexual harassment.
Yes, Master.
And even COVID cover-up, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, but I have explained to you that it's not all the way it seems. I explained to you already.
Yes, Master.
That in the beginning, nobody knew anything about COVID-19. Even the experts like Dr. Fauci say it's nothing. It's just a bug. Okay, the flu is even more worrisome. And you don't need to wear masks and all that stuff. Even openly say that. And later on say, oh, must wear masks and double masks and whatever.
There is no reason for anyone right now in the United States with regard to coronavirus to wear a mask.
There's nothing wrong with people wearing 2 masks. I often myself wear 2 masks.
So many people, many senators want him out now. He's not all that favorite anymore. That's another thing.
Yes, Master.
Okay, so Mr. Cuomo, even his own party member, many Democrats were kind of accusing him before, calling him out, and now they turn around and don't ask him to resign, but support him and praise him at presses, at the press conferences. I guess they have become more clear now. Or maybe they have watched the flying news. God willing. Watched my talk. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so many people watch us. Maybe they could be one of the viewers. Our television is very attractive, very truthful, very colorful, very beautiful, and very useful, very helpful. So
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
if anybody watches it, they are doing themselves a great service.
Yeah.
Apart from being more knowledgeable, they get some blessing for their own benefit. Okay.
Yes, Master.
So you see, Mr. Cuomo also gets some benefit now.
Yes.
Yeah, they turn around and praise him now, openly. Quite the opposite.